My name is Jakob Tilo. I'm with the MeMover team, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the 05B chain on the gearboxes on the MeMover. These are the tools needed. You need a very strong cutter, a 4 and a 3 millimeter Allen key, a normal standard screwdriver, and a chain tool of any standard kind for a standard half-inch bicycle chain. So that's the tools you need. And the kit, when you receive it from us, will look similar to this. It will contain the two chains, like this, 55 joints, and it will be with the inner plates in both ends, and then you will have two assembly joints. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to actually do this within the gearbox. So first we're going to remove the inner cover of the gearbox. That is sufficient to do the job, so we can leave the wheel on and everything, don't have to touch that, and that includes brakes, recalibrating of brakes and all that. So first we take the 3 millimeter Allen key, unscrew the small screws, two large screws here that goes into the metal part of the gearbox. You use the 4 millimeter Allen key. Basically inner cover. So now you can see huge chain, the reverse chain, and this down here is the 05B chain. That's actually running with the wheel, you can see. This is the one-way clutch. And this chain is the part of the whole gearbox that will wear down first. So this is why it is important that we know how to change this, because this is the wear part. All the other parts will last much longer. First thing we do is, here we have the chain guide, which is very important that it's pressed towards the chain to avoid it from dislocating from the sprocket. This, now we wish to dislocate it, so this one we just press down like this, bend it slightly. Then we take the screwdriver on the inside here and twist the chain to the side, because now we want to dislocate it. And while you do this, you turn the wheel. There you go. Now we dislocated the chain. Don't run it fast when it's dislocated, because it can dislocate further up, which is not good. But this means that the chain is now loose, so we can actually attack it. Then we take the wrench, and like I showed before, we cut one of the outside plates this way. And it's very important when you cut the last plate, so it's completely loose, that you don't lose any the chain inside the gearbox. Take the inner plate, like that. There you go. Very important you don't lose this inside.
Now I will take off some of it. Like this. And then I mount the new change. And be sure to put it all together, so it will not fall out. Yes, like this. And then it's ready. You just pull the change, nice and easy, and then you just remove it again. There you go. Whoops. A little greasy. Yes, and then you just put the chains back together. The plate and the lock. Be sure it's locked. And then you can pull it back on like this, turning the tire. And remember to put grease on it and put the change helper on again.
And then we take the inner cover, put it back on, the grooves. And we start with the small screws that goes into the other cover, in the 3mm one key. And you just screw them just until you feel a little resistance, like that. Remember, there are 3 long screws goes in the top ones, and the shorter one goes in the bottom. This one, the last. That's the last screw, so now you can tighten it. Don't over tighten this screw because they basically only hold the cover. So they only one finger like this, that's sufficient. Otherwise you damage stuff. Then you tighten the small one. Now we have finally assembled everything, and we need to oil the chain. I will show you the easiest way to do that. First of all, you place a piece of cardboard behind the remover so you don't scratch it when you turn it upside down. Then you block the rear brake and tilt it like this. So it comes all the way upside down, like this. Come over here. Then there's 2 small holes here in the plastic covers, here and here. And what you do is you just put your oil in here, pointing towards the tire, and then while you're moving it, you squeeze it like this. Same over here. That's it. Very simple. After you've done this, it will drip some oil. So it's a good idea to place it in a position where the oil is not damaging anything. So like this, we have a metal plate here, so it will stand and drip off. Thank you.